Hi, this is Sarah. Welcome to week 4's update. That I had an okay week, and I certainly, there was a lot of situations where I could have gone off rails, social sort of things, and my husband's birthday and stuff like that. And I managed to stay eating at least keto foods, even if they weren't exactly, I wasn't quite sure of exactly the macros in the dishes or something like that. So for my husband's actual birthday, we went to his family's for dinner, and they have quite a big dinner with extended family and neighbours and stuff like that. And I brought my own chocolate coconut cheesecake for dessert, and felt a bit conspicuous because Tongan events, they just hand out plates of food and everybody gets the same. But nobody seemed to mind too much, and I felt good about it. And yeah, my husband was really nice. When he was in charge of the barbecue, he just cooked a piece of chicken that didn't have the marinade on it, which is like soy sauce and garlic and sugar and stuff like that. So I was able to just eat plain chicken where everyone else was eating marinated chicken and stuff like that. So all in all, not too bad, even though maybe I'd be over on a few macros, but I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, there was a couple of other situations. I've told a lot of my friends that I'm not drinking this month after a few big nights the last week, or last 2 weeks. So that I've been to quite a few things where everyone else has had a beer or a wine or something, and I've just stuck with Coke Zero, which I know is not ideal for keto, but I figure it's the better, the lesser of evils, I suppose. And if I'm not going to drink something, at least it's 0 calorie, and but ideally I wouldn't drink it. Sometimes I choose soda water, but yeah, if I'm feeling a bit sad that I can't have a beer or something, then I think that's definitely a better choice, even though it has the aspartame or whatever. So all in all, pretty good. There was my friends brought some slice, especially to the quiz night that we went to celebrate my husband's birthday, and they'd cut 5 exact pieces, one for each person on our team, and I did have a piece of that. And then I just ordered poorly that night at the bar where the quiz is, and yeah, that it was really difficult to take out the stuff that wasn't keto friendly. I just thought it would be, keto friendly stuff in a tortilla, and I just wouldn't eat the tortilla. But yeah, actually everything was kind of melted onto the tortilla, and yeah, so I ended up doing that. So my numbers haven't been great for my blood work this week. I'm still struggling to get back up to the really good levels I saw a couple of weeks ago. So I'm hoping this week of not going way off course, that they've been hanging around 0.9 or so, the ketone levels, and hoping that they'll start to climb this week with being a little bit more careful. But yeah, overall it was a good week. So I lost 1 kilo, which I think is a great result considering I've got my period for the first time in this process. I'll know in a few months how that affects me, but 1 kilogram loss, I'll certainly take that. And so that's 2.2 pounds in the week. And so now my weight is to 50.6 pounds or 113.7 kilos. So getting closer, so I think I'm going to set my first milestone at 110 kilos, and yeah, I'll have to think of a reward for that, but yeah, I think it's probably a few weeks away unless I have some sort of amazing week, but yeah, so try and think of something to have as a reward and celebrate that 110. I've got a few clothes that I haven't been able to wear for a while, that's something I'm really looking forward to. But I don't even know if that's going to be quite yet, maybe more around 100 kilos for the top that I really like. I tried it on yesterday and it was still too small, but that's fine. So that's something I'm working towards. But yeah, hopefully I'll get there eventually if I can just stay consistent, because normally I've been sort of all or nothing, that I'll be perfect and have great results and then not perfect and pack it all in. So this time I'm just trying to stick with it most of the time and hopefully get results most of the time, and eventually I'll get to where I need to be. So great loss. I think my centimetres, especially my waist, my chest went down quite a lot, so that was down by 4.2 centimeters. I'm wearing a different bra today, so that could have had an impact, but I checked it twice and definitely gone down quite a lot, which is exciting. And my waist went down to 2.2 centimeters, which is a surprise. My hips did go up, which might have something to do with that time of the month, but yeah, so overall down 7.6 centimeters this week, which is also pretty huge. And people are starting to notice and, say, have you lost weight and stuff? So that's exciting too, to keep spurring you on. Yeah, so I'm still just really struggling with those social situations just because I'm the only one to do it. But yeah, I've brought I now bring this warm spinach dip to all the potlucks that I go to, and everyone really enjoys it, so that's good. And I put it in bread and have bread with it, but I only eat the lettuce with it or something like that. So that seems to be working well, but I still really need to work on feeling self-conscious in those social situations. But I'm getting better and telling a few people, I'm on a diet, so no, I'm not going to eat that. But yeah, so I'll get there. I think the more that I see it working, the more confidence I'll have that it's the right choice for me, and that I can tell people that that's what I'm doing, because you can see that it's being successful, so that people might not bother me much about it. But yeah, something to still just work on. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. Next week, I'm hoping for a pretty regular sort of week. Nothing too eventful. And yeah, so that hopefully we'll have good numbers, and just going to try and really stick. I read on the, Keto for Badass Babes Facebook group, someone said, that your fat macros are to just help you feel satisfied, and that your carbohydrates are a limit, and your protein is something to aim for. So I'm going to try and stick with that approach this week, so that if I'm under on my fat, then that's fine, but just trying to hit the protein. So I started that already, and so I've had a couple of protein shakes that just really jumps that protein number without adding too much else this week, and that's working really well because I just mix it with some coffee and a lot of ice, and it just really tastes like a delicious iced coffee. It's just vanilla protein powder. So yeah, I'm going to start doing more of that, and not trying to get to my fat macros, but trying to get to my protein and limiting my carbs to under 20-25, and then my fat just until I feel satisfied, and I can use that if I feel I need to, or I can just leave it and eat my own fat, I guess. So we'll see how that goes too, because I've certainly never been hungry on this way of eating, and can go for quite a long time, without thinking about food, which is pretty unusual. So yeah, I hope you're having a great week as well, and see you next week. Oh,